Next play is from Tampa on 2K Beach. I strongly suggest inbounding the ball to your own team. Assists don't count when they're cashed in by defenders. And the self-lob. FTW. Next is...
A look from above the incredible City Hall building. And
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now here's Paul. And it's Ayton missing.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. The offensive rebound. It's good.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Here's the Suns with the ball. 4-point game. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
And Simmons slams it in.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Harris from the arc. Tries it again. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's Curry outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Now here's Paul. Booker in the corner. Pass to Ayton. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
You gotta give Ayton credit. This guy is solid at keeping his balance even with the contact.
Suns trail by 12. Pass to Booker. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Simmons against Paul. Simmons looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Lobbed up there for Embiid. No good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Now here's Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry leading the charge. A three from Simmons. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it. The fast break chance. That's good from Booker on the assist from Crowder. Booker's got it back down to single digits for the Suns. Simmons dishes to Embiid and stolen by Ayton. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The drive by Booker. On the wing, Booker. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And so it's Philadelphia in the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
Suns trail by 8. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Dario Saric is out there with Johnson. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Payne, and it's Craig in at the small forward position. Booker the pass to Saric, and there it is for him. Saric has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Suns. Hill against Johnson. Now here is Hill. He's covered closely from the stripe, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Kept alive. Here's Saric. Kicks it out to Johnson. Inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And the basket by Hill.
Hill, very comfortable in the open floor. He can go.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing here by 8. The pass to Craig. Booker looking around. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in.
Oh, the power on that throwdown!
Wow. Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw drops for Ayton. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside Hill. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
Sneaky veteran drive. Hill's going to get the bucket. Get fouled with both.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both free throws good from Hill. Suns trail by 7. On the wing, Booker. He dishes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Pass to Korkmaz. Fires for 3. And the 76ers get it back. Out to the wing. Up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
Payne looking around. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute
a game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Bridges comes in for Sharch, and it's Paul in for Devin Booker. Here's Simmons. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Bounce pass from Paul. Ayton inside. Working on Howard. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Ayton. A second chance effort. And the layup is good. Ayton's got 9 points in the quarter.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Ball against Simmons. Dishes to Embiid. And stolen by Ayton. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball against Curry. Here's Payne. And he lays it straight in. Payne's got his first points in this one.
Seeing the floor well, Paul is fantastic at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Outside, Simmons. Now the dish to Embiid. Here's Curry. Again, Philadelphia.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And so we conclude the first half. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 8. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you've got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, and this talented... And that'll about do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Deandre Ayton has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the threesome. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Harris's shot is off.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Outside for Simmons. High post, Embiid. Back to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. But they'll get another chance. Curry passes to Simmons. Goes up with it again. No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
They get it back. Tries again. And it's Ayton missing.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Here's Simmons. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Ball passes to Ayton. Embiid with the steal. And there's the call on Deandre Ayton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Maxey's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And then for Phoenix, Charge comes in for Deandre Ayton. And it's Johnson in for Bridges. Crowder with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got 6.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
To the paint, it's tipped. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. A 12-point game. The kick out to Crowder. Booker outside. Clock at 6. On the wing, Johnson. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Down low. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Chris Paul.
Look at the versatility of Paul. I mean, he can lead the break for you. He can finish. He can be a decoy. Such a tough matchup.
Hill looking around. Now, here's Maxey. Defended by Booker. And that one's good, Maxey.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
The drive by Paul. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Still very athletic. I mean, Paul putting it on the deck and getting to his spots.
Pass to Harris. Fires the 3. Howard kicks to Thybulle. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3-pointer no good.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Maxey. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And the 76ers lead by 12. The Suns have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Booker outside. Feeds it to Saric. Chalk up 2 there. Saric has got 5 points so far.
Well, you got to respect the interior game of Saric. I mean, he's solid at using his size to his advantage down there.
Outside Hill. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And here are the 76ers now. They've led by as many as 14 points. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Payne in at the point guard.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Milton. Passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Payne with it, and there's the pass to Booker. No good with the triple. Beyond the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Johnson against Green. Johnson surveying the floor. 4 on the clock. Here's Booker. Milton grabs the board. Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's Simmons. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
are truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Curry against Booker. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Simmons against Paul. And taken away by Paul. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Pushing it up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's good from Johnson. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside, Simmons. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
Give him another. Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
Here's Booker. Ayton in the high post. Booker dishes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off, and it's Ayton missing. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Philadelphia.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Johnson. Embiid wide open. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 15. Booker the pass to Crowder. Kicks it out to Paul. Harris against Bridges. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside, Simmons. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that. You know, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Bridges. Curry with the steal. For three, Harris. Here's Embiid. Misses. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. The Suns buzz as it rolled into the arena earlier tonight. The players decked out in their very best. The Margaret Hunthill Bridge. And with...
Hey, Kevin,
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Deandre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Out to the right wing. Kleba finds Doncic. Bridges with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. That's good from Paul on the assist by Booker.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Passes it to Finney Smith. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Bridges with the steal. Phoenix, another fast break opportunity here. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Devin Booker getting up to the rack?
Doncic feeling it out. On the wing, Hardaway. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's Kleba. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Suns leading. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Well, Booker can mix it up. Once he's got a lane to the hoop, he jumps all over the defense there.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Some solid defense from Ayton.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Crowder from outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Finney Smith, and he banks in the layup.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Paul looking around. Ayton inside. Guarded by Porzingis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Payne, he's checked in for Phoenix. Doncic kicks to Brunson. To the right side. Doncic outside, and there's the feed to Richardson. Out to Doncic. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Powell, and he makes good on the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Booker finds 8. No good from 11 feet. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Doncic. And it's Melly in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Brunson scanning the floor. Richardson gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Suns leading by 5.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
To the inside, Šarić, and slam dunk by Šarić.
The defense not putting up much of a fight as Šarić gets to the rim.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Feeds to Šarić. And the layup's good off the glass. Šarić has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Šarić on the inside has really good quality footwork.
Now the pass to Richardson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Craig passes to Johnson. Craig kicks to Johnson. Booker in the corner. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Šarić. And he overshot that one, missing. Mavericks trail by 7. And Doncic, here we go. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
On the wing, Booker. He kicks it to Šarić. Back to Booker. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Richardson outside. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Richardson left side. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Now just a 1-point Suns lead.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Booker against Richardson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Porzingis comes in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Doncic. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And slam dunk by Saric.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Finney-Smith's got his second basket of the night. Richardson against Paul. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
With 1 on the clock. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Suns on top. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds. Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Deandre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Drops one in from the wing. Hardaway's got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs. The Suns shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%.
Well, Deandre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
So the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Paul dishes to Bridges. Here's Crowder. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. And they came into that house. It was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
The Mavericks trailing. Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Deandre Ayton. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Paul left side. Ayton at the elbow. 4 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And here's Booker from the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Doncic finds Hardaway. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
The drive by Booker. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. And then for Phoenix, Johnson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Booker looking around. Here's Ayton. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a change for the Suns. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Cameron Payne. Here's Paul. Count the basket. Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Left side, Porzingis. Goes back up. And the rejection by Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. And now a 6-point Suns lead.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
From deep, Richardson. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Suns have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Ball finds Ayton. Here's Johnson, right wing. Ball passes to Ayton. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
But maybe the length coming into play this time for Cauley-Stein is he's up and over the top of everyone.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Bridges passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Down low. Here's Porzingis. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
And it's Paul penetrating. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. Another shot. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got 6 in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. And it's Doncic in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. But they get it back. Knocked away. Stolen by Brunson. Doncic against Paul. Right side Hardaway. From the line. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
How about that, mixing in the mid-range J. Hardaway finding some room out there to shoot one off.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Booker in the corner. Outside Crowder. Back to Booker. 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
A difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
In the corner, it's Kleber. Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Brunson against Paul. Passes it to Bridges. The 19-foot shot. They get it again. And Ayton stays with it. And the Suns lead by 6.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Hardaway, no good.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Ball against Kleber. And there's the pass to Booker. He feeds it to Ayton. And he goes right over. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play.
Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Kleber. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Booker dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Deandre Ayton dangerous in the pick and roll just because as a big, he can get off of that screen so easily.
In the corner, it's Kleber. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Kleber's got 4 points now in the quarter. Phoenix leading by 6. Paul with the ball. It's Crowder on the wing.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Bridges. Money!
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personnel. Comes up with the goods on that one.
On the wing, Booker for the 3. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. The shot misses. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Here's Hardaway. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton attacking. And Ayton throws it down.
give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Hardaway from outside. The shot, no good. Here's Bridges. Booker with no one around. That three off the mark. So the Suns win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative.
All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now here's Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. And Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Pass to Hardaway. From deep three-point range, knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Simmons on the wing. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Simmons, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Curry way outside. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Now here's Hardaway. The three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Up again, and Simmons is right there. Simmons got 10 points in the game.
Boy, you cannot neglect putting the body on Simmons. I mean, with his height and athleticism, this dude is a problem on the glass.
On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Kleba. Over Harris. Dallas again missing. The 76ers leading by 5. Dishes it to Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Man, I tell you what, I love how Embiid doesn't shy away from contact. He's skilled at finding ways to get to that foul line.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Maxi Kleba. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. And so here is Dallas. 76ers getting the bucket. To the paint. Will it go? And the layup by Powell.
Dwight Powell certainly is high energy, and his hops help him a lot inside.
Three-pointer by Embiid. It's rebounded by Dallas. To the left wing. Here's Brunson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Howard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's Richardson on the wing. Here's Doncic. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a...
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Korkmaz actually out there with Hill. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Howard in at the 5.
Big Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Here's Howard.
Well, Richardson's quickness really makes him a tough defender. He's just all over you.
Brunson against Hill. Doncic outside from deep. And the rebound goes to Howard.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Count it. Howard's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is subbed in for Richardson. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Porzingis with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Kleber slams it in.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Simmons against Kleber. Right side Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
And Simmons slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Simmons against Doncic. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 11.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around.
That one falls. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
So skilled at maneuvering his way to the cup. Embiid's mobility, extremely impressive for a guy of his size.
Richardson with it. Now Green defending. They double him with Green. It's stolen by Green. All alone. What a jam!
Are you kidding me? You really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And Simmons slams it in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Green slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it goes down 2 points. Porzingis has got his second basket.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz checked in for Green. Maxey comes in for Shake Milton. And George Hills subbed in for Harris. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And that concludes the first half. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, and with all that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their leads. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at small forward.
I like his even-keeled demeanor, guys. You look at Ben Simmons, never too high or too low. He's got a quiet confidence about him that bodes well for his future.
And it's good, 2 points. Doncic has got 13 points.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer. for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Out to Porzingis. Clock at 6. By the way, that's a two-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. 3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Doncic looking it over.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Embiid. He's got 8. And Simmons slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Doncic against Simmons. Doncic outside. Porzingis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up, that's why he's boarding it well.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Hill. On the wing, Milton. It's back to Hill. Second chance shot. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
The pass to Melly. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Money from the wing. Melly's got his second bucket.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Simmons inside. Brunson covering. Count that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Mike Scott. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the 2. Here's Thybulle. No good, shot missing. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Richardson. Finished off the break.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
Philadelphia's shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Over to the wing. Thybulle, the pass to Korkmaz. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Scott can't get it to go.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Cauley Stein, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Brunson. Offensive rebound. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. But they recover it. Simmons makes it off the glass. Simmons got 13 points in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offense, been the X factor.
Brunson against Simmons. Now Brunson. Passes to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Brunson against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
Hardaway for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Tips it up and staying with the play, Harris.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, you look at Porzingis, this guy is very skilled, and you give him those kind of looks, he'll cash in all day long.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And, Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Hardaway with the steal, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for Hardaway. Pass to Korkmaz. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Misses off the right iron. Here's Brunson, and it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived earlier today, playing in front of their home fans. Oh, short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Deandre Ayton, and it's Paul in at the point guard position. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Bridges against Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Tries it from 9. Just 5 to shoot. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Inside. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Booker.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Embiid. Plays it up off the glass. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Pass to Crowder. Back to Booker. To the inside. Here's Ayton. Off the left rim and out. For Philadelphia, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Basket good.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Bridges against Green. Bridges dishes to Booker. And the wide open shot from Paul. And he's good on the 3 ball. Paul's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Dishes it to Crowder. Booker outside. Left side, Crowder. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
First trip to the line for him here. That's good from Harris. Phoenix making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. And then for Philadelphia, Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. And George Hills subbed in for Seth Curry. The pass to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
Payne passes to Johnson. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Phoenix making a change here. Charge is checked in. And then for Philadelphia, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Embiid. And it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And there's the call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And the 76ers also making a change. Korkmaz is checked in. The 3 from Hill. But they'll get another chance. Howard kicks to Korkmaz. Milton the pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the shot goes in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Booker outside. Down low and stolen by Howard. One-on-one here. Here's Milton. Lays it up and banks it in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Booker, with no one around, drains the three-pointer.
Such a lovely stroke there from Devin Booker. He's a go-to scorer. A nice shot there from distance.
Outside Hill. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Here's Howard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know how physical Howard is down there. When he's going up with his shot, he is expecting contact.
Axie's checked in for Shake Milton. Suns trail by 10. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Pass to Sharch. Rebound by the 76ers. And now the 76ers on the break. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Hill kicks to Thibault. Here's Korkmaz. Craig pulls it in. Booker right side. It's tipped. Here's Thibault. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Hill. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. Back to Green. And here we go. Sharch, the fast break chance. Booker the pass to Sharch. Booker inside. Curry meets him. Crowder kicks to Paul. Here's Sharch. He can't get that one. Excellent D from Howard. Jacks up a 3. And that one is off. The Suns go the other way with it. To the paint. Here's Thibault. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Curry against Booker. That one good for 2.
Such a creative scorer is Devin Booker. Look at him just checking out the options and scoring that time.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Ayton, he's checked in for Sharch, and it's Bridges in for Johnson. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle, and it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there, has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
Pass to Curry from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Ayton, and the rejection by Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Suns. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Shot clock at 5. Elbow shot is on the way. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Paul dishes to Payne. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Ayton, it's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Paul with the ball, out guarded by Simmons. Paul passes to Crowder, feeds it to Payne. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Here's Bridges. Green with the block. They retain possession.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Deandre Ayton, born in the Bahamas and came to the United States in high school to become one of the top prospects going into college and then becoming the first overall pick in 2018.
Johnson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Green. Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing here by 8. Paul kicks to Bridges. That one off the back iron and out.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Embiid with it. Now guarded by Ayton.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now here's Booker. He's guarded closely. Out to Saric. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Devin Booker. The 3 from Hill, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's fill it up.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
The president.
And that should do it with the second half of...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Booker.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Curry wide open. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
For 3, Booker. They get the rebound. Here's Ayton. Off target at the rim.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Paul surveying the floor. 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Bridges misses. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Paul. For Phoenix, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Howard's checked in for Embiid. The drive by Booker. The 10-footer. Here's Crowder. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Simmons, the bounce pass. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Good. Bridges has got his first 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
On the wing, Harris. No good on the triple. Suns trail by 10. Here's Crowder. Yep, it counts. Crowder's got his second basket of the night.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Right side Curry. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Booker dishes to Crowder. Here's Bridges. Back to Booker. Second chance shot. Unable to get that one. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Goes back up. And Howard with the lay-in. Howard's got 6.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities.
Here's Ayton. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
The drive by Booker. He kicks to Ayton. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Simmons slams it in.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
Inside, here's Ayton.
Good idea to make Ayton earn it at the line because he's a menace in the paint. Don't let him get that shot off.
The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sharch is checked in for Jay Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
And the dunk by Booker.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Philadelphia ahead. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Shake Milton is out there with Hill, and it's Thybulle in at the small forward. And the Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Axie's checked in for Ben Simmons. Booker looking around, looking to get it going, and Ayton with the layup.
Well, Booker has established that he can score, and now showing that he can play make.
Here's Hill to the inside, to the wing right side, passes it to Embiid. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Green comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. Embiid. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns trail by 10. For 3, Booker. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Paul kicks to Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
It's Curry outside, drops in the tray. And the 76ers lead by 13.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Ayton finds Booker. Back to Ayton. On the wing, Booker. Curry with the steal. One-on-one fast break. There's the pass to Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Jay Crowder's checked in for Johnson. Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Inside, it's stolen by Curry. Fires from deep. And it's slammed in by Howard. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. 17-point game. Bridges passes to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. No good from Booker. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Bridges with the steal. Moving it up. It's stolen by Curry. Harris, right side, and slam dunk by Harris.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And here is Bridges. Shot to stop the run. The offensive rebound. And Ayton throws it down.
If Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Tolliver's checked in. Here's Galloway, defended by Milton. The kick out to Crowder, 6 to shoot. And stolen by Scott. Fast break, Philadelphia.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Kaminsky with the ball. Tolliver on him. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
The three connects from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 20.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Here's Galloway. Kaminsky controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about.
with other people within the community.
The 2K logo is something that we utilize to represent some of the best and brightest in our community, creators who do things the right way, who build positive communities.
Let's talk about the logo process.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for DA.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, DA. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot.
I'll tell you, let that guy get a head of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
Doncic feeling it out. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis on the follow.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Deandre Ayton. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. No good on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Doncic outside. Hardaway for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Booker with no one around. Off target from outside. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Kleba. And here is Hardaway. Lets it go with the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And the dunk by Booker.
Look, guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
On the wing, Hardaway. 3-pointer. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Back to Booker. He dishes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. From deep 3-point range. Offensive rebound. Bridges passes to Ayton. Shoots over Doncic. Just 2 to shoot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by Booker. And stolen by Booker. Paul dishes to Booker. To shoot. it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Booker's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Ball passes to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. The kick out to Crowder. And the layup is good.
I'll tell you, even with contact, Crowder getting the job done. This guy's a gritty, tough fighter who fends off contact.
No good on the 3. And that does it for the first quarter. Suns lead by 7. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
We've got Payne. Johnson is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Craig in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Suns leading by 5. Now Payne. There's the dish to Saric. Powell pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Doncic missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Johnson outside. Booker outside. Johnson against Doncic. Off with the layup. Mavericks trail by 5. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Deandre Ayton's checked in for Torrey Craig. The Mavericks also with a sub. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Doncic. It's good on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the Suns pick up 2. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Runs in the pass to Powell. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. No good from Booker. Mavericks trail by 7. Powell finds Cauley-Stein. And that one, good. Cauley-Stein's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, they love to see Powell keep his eyes up and look for his teammates. The more assists they get out of him, the more dangerous their offense will be.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Passes it to Finney Smith. From deep, the long distance 3 is buried.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And here's Booker from the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. 1:43 left in the first half of basketball. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Brunson. And And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. So for the Suns, Bridges, he's checked in for Saric. And it's Paul in for Devin Booker. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Finney-Smith. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Bridges. Here's Payne. Now, here's Bridges. Ayton. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
51 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And Phoenix making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Paul. The pass to Bridges. 35 seconds left to play here in the half. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Richardson against Paul. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good on the triple. Hardaway has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Richardson.
Well, there was a decades period of time where Chris Paul was simply stated the best point guard in the league. But let's make no mistake, this guy is successful off the basketball court as well. For such a long time, he has played a significant role in the Players Union, advocating for the players at large, and I have such admiration for it.
Doncic outside. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach it. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. Things were going Phoenix's way from the beginning. An exceptional game plan helped them open. And that'll do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Doncic kicks to Kleber. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
Yeah, and KP, he's not shy about creating some contact there. He might have a slender frame, but he is not afraid.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Saric comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Johnson in for Mikal Bridges. Melly is checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Here's Hardaway. Rebounded by Deandre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Paul. It's tipped. Johnson against Doncic. 1:56 left in the third.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Johnson dishes to Saric. Booker looking around. Down low. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker. Booker's got his 3rd assist on the night. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Brunson against Johnson. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Some nice passing here by Dallas. A pass to Porzingis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with the nice finish.
Brunson against Paul. Saric outside. On the wing, Booker. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Phoenix. Cameron Payne comes in for Chris Paul. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Richardson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson right side. Back to Brunson. To the inside. Porzingis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's 8 points for Porzingis.
See, you can tell Porzingis knows when he's in close, he's got the kind of size, touch, and length to make that look easy.
Booker up top. Richardson covers. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here's Richardson outside. Misses there. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Deandre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Paul passes to Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
Just tremendous concentration by Booker. Defense tries to bully him, but he stays completely locked and loaded.
Doncic against Bridges. And that one's good. Doncic.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Paul outside. Dishes it to Booker. Back to Paul. Wide open look. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. And the Suns call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He told them this is a game of runs, it's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Devin?
Booker with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Ayton the pass to Booker. Back to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker in the corner. The feed to Ayton. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Well, you love the focus from a young big man. Deandre Ayton, the hoop and the harm there. Nicely done.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Mavericks trail by 9. Doncic with it.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Here's Booker over Hardaway. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Free throw good, Booker.
And Devin Booker in the third year of that 5-year, $158 million contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Paul against Doncic. In the corner, it's Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Booker. Lays it up off the glass. Booker's got 14 points now in the second half.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, incredible finesse. Deandre Ayton gets loose and does some work.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Phoenix.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
It's Hardaway with the drive. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And this is why people believe Porzingis is a long-term star in the NBA. He can carry a team for long stretches.
Brunson against Paul. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Booker in the post. Guarded by Hardaway. And here's Brunson. Left side Hardaway. From the arc. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. beautiful view of it. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at small forward. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Doncic. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis can't hit.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And Curry pulls it down. And the 76ers with possession. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Here's Doncic. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Good D by Embiid.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Outside, Simmons. That shot misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed the full season, was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Dallas, no good that time either. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Joel Embiid. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Simmons looking it over. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now, here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Outside, Simmons. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Now, here's Doncic. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates, Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Now here is Harris after Luka Doncic's miss.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 9-point game. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got 6.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Pass to Embiid. 2 free throw's coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too. Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Here's Milton. Howard trying to free himself up. And the 76ers get it back. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot, Vince. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Melli passes to Doncic. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers on top. They lead by 8. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Hill in the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Brunson against Hill. Brunson the pass to Powell. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now here is Hill. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. The 11-footer, Richardson, good. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
On the wing, Milton. Brunson covering. The 3 from Hill. Good on the 3-point shot. Hill's got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Now the pass to Doncic. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. No good off the front iron. The 76ers leading by 15. Passes to Hill. To the middle. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
in last season. Just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Clark, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
Certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Brunson up top. He's guarded by Hill.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Here's Simmons. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Curry with the bounce pass. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Cans it from downtown. Harris has got 5.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Richardson, no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Curry with the 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Hardaway. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry with a wide open look. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
For Philadelphia, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. Simmons' shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Hardaway for 3, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And now the 76ers on the break. Curry leading the charge.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Stolen. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there.
Boy, outstanding hustle from Harris on the defensive end. They're doing a good job to alter shots with that activity.
A dominant. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 steal. And that's a...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now the 76ers on the break. That shot off. Nice D from Doncic. Kleber kicks to Doncic. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Harris. A putback, and Simmons is right there. Simmons got 12 in the game.
Boy, that's a great effort from Simmons, guys. He might have point guard skills, and he's got plenty of those, but he can bang inside, too.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Simmons after Luka Doncic's bucket. Pass to Embiid. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Embiid against Porzingis. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. They kick it out to Green. Outside Curry. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Then for the Mavericks, Melli is checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Milton in the corner. Embiid trying to break loose. Kept alive. And he gets it to go. He's got 8.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 10. Porzingis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
In the corner, it's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 9 points for Tobias Harris.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Embiid with the steal. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. They get the rebound. Outside for Simmons. Over in the corner, Green. Off target from three-point range. Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Lob pass to Porzingis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
Now here's Simmons. 12 points for him. The pass to Harris. And the 3-ball is good. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
On the wing, Hardaway. The 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Outside, Simmons. Back to Milton. Over in the corner, Green. Milton trying to break free. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Brunson scanning the floor. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Over Green. That's short off the rim.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Here's Embiid. And that one released in time, but no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Maxey. Simmons is out there with Howard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's Maxey. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Hill passes to Maxey. Thybulle with the ball. And stolen by Burke. The drive by Redick. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
Proving that he's more than just a shooter now. Redick, when he sees a lane, he takes it.
And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. Here is Hill. Six on the shot clock. Here's Thybulle. That 3 off the mark. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter. Here's Cauley-Stein. Makes it off the glass.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Hill looking it over. Pass to Maxey. Down low and stolen by Cauley-Stein. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
Now Hill. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. It's Korkmaz in the corner. From beyond the arc, it's hauled in by Richardson. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And that one's good. Burke.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Bounce pass from Hill. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. They get a hand on it and stolen by Howard. Hill left side. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Now, here is Hill. Howard misses. And here is Powell. And the pass to Burke. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
And the basket by Hill.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Dallas.
Outside, Redick. The tray. The shot off that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, There were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Brunson. Fast break Dallas. Burke with the ball. That one no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. It's Curry outside. Another miss by Philadelphia. Fast break Dallas. Redick for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Curry with some nice D. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. And Simmons kicks to Curry. They get it back.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Outside, Redick. From deep three-point range, can't connect.
Boy, what great agility and versatility Green has as a defender. He is constantly.
So it's the 76ers.